So to successfully run and develop and sustain an eye care center, several resources are required, finance being the most essential one. The source of such financing varies somewhat based on who the provider is, and equally depending on whether the finances are required for capital investment or operating expenses. Few challenges which any startup organization they face are sustainability of the organization, particularly, and to be more specific, financial sustainability, providing high quality service to the patient, upgrading to newer technologies, and competitions for the other private practitioners. Of these, sustainability and providing high quality eye care service to the patients have now emerged as main focus areas. So how do we meet these challenges? There are various ways like advertisement, donation, lottery, and for all these we need funds. Jake Ziegler has rightly pointed out that money isn't the most important thing in life, but it is close to oxygen when it comes to gotta have situation. So what are the options? What are the funding options that we have to start up any establishment? Traditionally, it is always the bank loans, which most of the entrepreneurs they search for. And private and public sector banks, they offer loans in two ways. One is the term loan, and the second is the working capital loan. Advantage, they are more reliable and more convenient to get. However, if a person is new to lending and does not have any financial history or maintain any credit score, it shall be very difficult for the person to get a loan approved from any private or public sector banks. Also, they have crippling interest rates, which may be difficult to pay off when the profits are sluggish in the initial part of the after launching. So, is there any other alternate methods or any other funding sources? So, during the past few years, a number of alternate funding sources have come into source. A few examples are self-funding or bootstrapping, angel investors, crowdfunding, applying loans under the government schemes, small bank loans, business loans from non-banking financial companies or microfinancial institutes, business credit cards, peer-to-peer lending, foreign embassies, and non-governmental organizations. When the initial investment is small, then self-funding is a great idea, and it involves the investment of your personal saving, applying for low or no interest credit cards, mortgages, or a line of credit. The advantage, you are the boss of your own business and you don't have to give those monthly payments with high interest rates. However, if your business doesn't succeed, you may have a substantial amount of debt that you may need to manage now. Angel investors are also known as private investors. These are high net worth individuals who provide financial backing for small startups or entrepreneurs and in exchange of ownership equity of the company. Advantage, you don't have to repay the funds because you're giving ownership in exchange of your funds. And they also offer monitoring and advice to these startup entrepreneurs and also help them to take decisions. However, you give a higher percentage of share in exchange of money, and sometimes you may lose your control on your own business. Another concept which is becoming very popular these days is collecting funds from multiple investors via social networking sites and web-based platform for any business purpose, that is crowdfunding. It can be anybody, your friends, your family, or any other entrepreneurs who believe in your business. It involves, they offer a fixed amount of money based on your business ideas, goal, plan of action, or a plan of making profit. Some of the very popular crowdfunding platforms are Kickstarter, Catapult, Fuel a Dream, and many more are there in the, you can search for them online. The government of India has also launched various loan schemes that help these startup enterprises, and you can choose any of them based on the nature of the business and your requirement. These are collateral-free loans with a competitive interest from banks and non-banking financial corporations with nil processing fee, zero prepayment charges, and the repayment tenure can vary from 12 months to 5 years. Examples of such loans are the Mudra loan schemes under the Prime Minister Mudra Yojana, Stand Up India, Make in India. You can avail them through very simple steps. You have the first step is to go to the nearest bank's official website eligible to offer these loans, register on the portal, agree on the terms and conditions of the bank, the government loan schemes, enter your financial credentials, other information, and then upload the required documents. Small business loans can also be availed from non-banking financial companies or microfinancing institutions. They have the advantage, the advantage is that they give loans for those people who do not have any financial history or do not maintain any credit score. However, the interest rates are too high. Again, we have the business credit cards, good for small investments. A type of lending in which there is no intermediaries is known as the peer-to-peer lending. This type of lending is between just the lender and the borrower. The lender lends money as a part of the investment and the borrower takes it to invest in their startup. But the process is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India for the betterment of both the lenders and the borrowers. Easy to get approved, and you don't have to give equity share of the company to the lender. But the disadvantage is very high interest rates. There are some foreign embassies also who supports funding. They do not have any fixed policies or program. You can search about them online or you can write to them. They are good source for capital grants and they give good credibility to your organization and have a very good capacity of organization. Different NGOs are also involved in eye care services and they have different objectives and they are good for capital building like training, equipments, publicity, etc. What is the advantage of such funding sources? The advantage is that it gives a sustainability to the organization. It helps you to expand your services. It helps you to meet both the capital and the recurring funds, upgrade to newer technology, and it's a boost, it's a brand building exercise to your practice. So to conclude, funding is required to take advantage of the existing and the upcoming market opportunities. Even if you initially go for bootstrapping, outside funding is required to sustain in the long run. Thank you very much.